Visionary leadership, trade reforms, and labor unity have taken center stage in Lagos as stakeholders gathered for the 7th Global Leadership Summit and Awards, with strong calls for transformational leadership across all sectors of Nigeria's economy. Delivering the keynote address on behalf of the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Wide Scope International Group, Dr. Oluwasegun Musa, his representative, Mr. Mark Onuchi, warned that Nigeria's future now depends on leaders who can respond to fast-growing social and economic pressures. He revealed that Nigeria's urban population will double by 2050, while over 22 million children remain out of school and youth unemployment stands above 40%. According to him, these realities demand visionary leadership that promotes equity, justice, and opportunity.
Nigeria, with its strategic potential and abundant human capital, stands at a pivotal moment. Our population is projected to reach 400 million by 2050, becoming the world's third largest nation. Our median age is just 18.6 years, meaning we sit atop one of the world's youngest and most dynamic labor forces. These advantages become meaningful only when leaders have the foresight to transform raw potential into structured prosperity.
On the economic front, Onuche disclosed that the global digital economy will hit $3 trillion by 2025, while the African Continental Free Trade Area will unlock the $3.4 trillion market. He noted that Nigerian innovators already dominate Africa's tech space, accounting for 45% of startups and attracting over $1 billion in venture funding annually.
Visionary Nigerian leaders are rewriting narratives. In technology, Nigeria now accounts for 35% of Africa's tech startups and attracts over $1 billion in annual venture funding even in volatile years. In the creative economy, Nigerian music and film contribute over $7 billion to the GDP, positioning us as Africa's cultural powerhouse.
On trade and port efficiency, the national president of the National Association of Government Approved Holders, NAGAF, I. Chief Tuchukwu Izisi, represented by Secretary General Mr. Godfrey Onsu, tasked government to remove bottlenecks in the freight forwarding system. Presenting a paper on trade facilitation and leadership transformation, he called for simplified customs procedures, harmonized regulations, and full digitalization of port operations, stressing that efficient logistics remain the backbone of economic growth.
The freight forwarding sector is a critical driver of Nigerian economic sustainability. As global trade becomes increasingly interconnected, Nigeria must modernize its logistics and maritime system to remain competitive. Under my leadership as President of NAGAF, NAGAF has outlined a vision that emphasizes trade facilitation, leadership transformation, and compliance as the foundation for strengthening the freight forwarding system and achieving sustainable economic growth. As we celebrate visionary leaders at this summit, let us remember that leadership is not measured by title, but by transformation. Trade facilitation and leadership transformation are practical tools for building a resilient economy. The journey towards sustainable economic growth requires courage, vision, integrity. NAGAF is committed to working this path, and I invite all stakeholders to join us in shaping the future where Nigerian maritime sector is not just a participant in the global trade, but a leader.
From the labor front, the President General of the Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria, MWUN, Comrade Francis Bunu, who was represented by Comrade John Kennedy Ikemefuna, head of media and PRO of MWUN, declared that Nigeria cannot achieve true development without a united maritime workforce, noting that the maritime sector handles over 80% of the nation's international trade. He described labor unity as a strategic national asset, warning that fragmented labor weakens institutions and productivity.
No matter how sophisticated a nation's infrastructure, policies, or technologies could be, we cannot function effectively without human capital operating within a stable institutional framework. The maritime sector, responsible for over 80% of Nigeria's international trade volume, is a sensitive ecosystem in which institutional order depends heavily on the unity, professionalism, and morale of maritime workers. Labor unity is the capacity of the workforce to coordinate actions, articulate common interests, and uphold shared values. When the workforce is divided, institutions fragment. When labor stands united, the institution becomes stronger, more responsive, and more credible.
In our welcome address, the convener of the summit and publisher of Searchlight News, Lola Adesokon, said the platform was created to celebrate leaders driving economic, social, and institutional transformation, adding that the summit has grown into one of Nigeria's most credible leadership recognition platforms.
Today's gathering is a testament to the power of leadership, leaders that have inspired progress, strengthened institutions, empower communities, and shape the future of our nation. At a time when Nigeria requires fresh thinking, strategic reforms, and courageous decision making, the individuals we honor today have demonstrated excellence, innovation, and integrity in their respective sector.
Chairperson of the event and CEO Temerity International Expert Temilade Oguniyi said visionary leadership remains the engine of progress, noting that growth can only be sustainable when leaders uphold transparency, justice, productivity, and shared prosperity.
Today, we shine a well-deserved spotlight on various leaders who are not only responding to change, but are boldly driving those changes. Leaders who understand that true progress requires foresight, innovation, and an unwavering dedication to the common good of every man. Our theme for today is celebrating visionary leaders, driving economic, social, and institutional transformation, reminds us that meaningful advancement does not happen by chance. It is the result of deliberate action, guided by purpose, resilience, and an inclusive mindset. Whether in government, business, civil society, or in our community-based organizations, visionary leadership is the catalyst that unlocks new opportunities, strengthening our institutions, and ensuring that growth is both sustainable and equitable.
Several top personalities across the maritime, logistics, security, and public service sectors were honored at the event, including leaders from MWUN, NAGAV, SASCOC, Nigeria Customs Service, and ANALCA, among others. Awardees also delivered goodwill messages commending the convener for her consistency and resilience in sustaining the summit for 7 consecutive editions. The summit ended with renewed calls for visionary leadership, efficient trade systems, labor unity, and strong institutions as Nigeria continues its push for sustainable national development. Rahanet Abu reporting for Nagaf Cargo Watch.